I went to Serbia's biggest rival in the world for vacation, and it was great. So, one thing on my bucket list was to visit Croatia. Now, this might seem odd since I'm a Serbian boy, and you know, Serbs and Croats are supposed to hate each other with a burning passion of 1,000 suns, but nah, I like Croatia a lot. However, when I would tell people I was planning to go there, they would tell me to be careful as to not get beaten up because of my ethnicity. So as protection I wore my Croatian Vans, and nobody could tell from where I was from. So I got a train ticket and I was on my way. Now the trip took 8 hours from Belgrade to Zagreb, which, if you're not from the Balkans, you'd think Croatia and Serbia are the size of China, but no, dear viewer, our trains are just really shit. If I went by car, it would have taken me 4 hours, but oh well. So when I got off the train, I really needed to pee, and I went to the train station bathroom. But, of course, you need to pay 4 kuna to use it. And surprise, surprise, I didn't have any on me, as I just arrived and I couldn't exchange my money. And in typical Balkan fashion, they didn't accept cards. So I just held it until I got to the hostel. By the way, I stayed at the Chill Out Hostel. It's amazing. Right in the center of Zagreb. An 8-bedroom is 11 euros per night. You got your own little cave bed. It's clean, it's tidy, it's stylish, just a great place I'd recommend if you're staying at Zagreb. Anyways, so the next day I went sightseeing, and cue the montage. So as you can see, really beautiful, very traditionally European. Beautiful architecture reminiscent of the Austro-Hungarian days, and pretty much everything is in the center of the city, so you can get to everywhere by foot, which was great. Also, if you needed to take a tram, they were greatly organized. Just look at this shit. It passes right through the pedestrian zone and it looks beautiful. You've got the famous Zagreb Cathedral in the center, which is just a stunning piece of architecture. It is still being built to this day, well, renovated that is, due to there being a lack of funding to repair it under the communist years. Also, you can see the city from an aerial view if you go up these steps. Also up them are all the government buildings, which look really cool and colorful. You also got plenty of parks, which aren't all too big, but you have a nice vibe to them. And you got the marketplace, which really is just a regular European farmer's market. Also, the pedestrian zone is filled with little streets, which are also filled with restaurants and shopping outlets. So you might be wondering, how was the interaction with the locals? Well, everyone was friendly, and despite my best efforts to talk in Jekavica, everyone could pretty much tell I was from Serbia due to my accent. but nobody cared. Everyone wanted to help. Everyone was nice, which was completely opposite from what people were telling me. Now the food. The food of Croatia wasn't anything too special in Zagreb, well, at least for me. It was pretty much the same shit I did back in Serbia, except they used green noodles more in their dishes, caused the Italian influence, but for the most part it was just Leskovački roštilj. If you don't know what Leskovački roštilj is, you can watch my previous video here. And finally, my last day came. I went around strolling through town again, which in the park I was met with a group of missionaries and I ended up joining a cult, but that's a story for another time. So the next day I went to my train and said goodbye to Zagreb and got home. And yeah, that was basically it. I had a jolly good time, saw a beautiful city, and nobody beat me up for being a Serb, except my dad. But I think that's from being Serbian. Anyways, what do you think about Zagreb? Have you been there? Have you been to Croatia? Tell me in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. My name is Nick, and you've watched Living Ironically in Europe.